Hello everybody. Today, because I have a big bag of potatoes, gotta make something with potatoes, start using them up. I'm gonna make some scalloped potatoes. And the trick with scalloped potatoes is you want your potatoes sliced very thin. So I'm gonna use our mandolin here, where I put the potato in and slice it. You just lay one in there like that, and I go ahead and start slicing. And hopefully you can see them falling out. You'll see them in a minute as they start falling out. When it starts getting little, you gotta put this on. Put the guard on. Can you start seeing my potatoes coming out? Alright, that's one potato. Now this recipe calls for about 4 cups of potatoes. So I'm going to slice about 4 big ones, I guess. Well, 4 good sized ones. Alright, look at all them potatoes coming out there. Alright, I'm going to finish slicing all these and I'll get right back to you. Alright, I got a lot of potatoes cut up, so I'm going to go ahead and spray a 9 by 13 pan. It says use an 8-inch pan, but I don't have one. So we're going to spray this one and just start with, take half of your potatoes, lay them in the pan. Now these are real thin. Y'all can see how thin these are. Real thin potatoes. Lay them in the bottom of the pan. The others I'll just keep right here for now. Alright, I'm going to cut a few more up. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put a little saucepan on the stove, and we're going to put in about 3 tablespoons of butter. Start melting that in your saucepan. We got our oven preheating to 350. We're going to put a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Put that on the stove. And we're going to put a teaspoon of salt. That's going to go in our melted butter. And we're going to put about 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. As soon as that butter starts melting, go ahead and start adding the flour. 1, 2, 3. Keep that there in case we're going to need it a little bit more. We gotta get that butter to melt. Alright, our oven is preheated. Now this is sort of like how you make gravy. You can see the butter's not all the way melted yet. Put that back on there. Might have to put a little bit more butter in there. Making a mix up, and we're going to be adding some milk and the cheese, and it's going to make like a sauce, and we're going to pour that over these potatoes. As soon as that gets melted here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and add a 1.5 cups of milk. Pour that in here and just keep stirring that up. Don't make like a sauce. I'm stirring it with a whisk to get all these lumps out of it. All right, now I'm going to keep stirring that. We'll let it get hot for a minute and I'll come right back. All right, we got our sauce over here. It's a boiling. I want to show you what it looks like. It's boiling. So we're getting it to thicken up right now. We're just going to let it start to boil. And then we're going to add like a cup and a half of cheese. This happens to be Colby Jack. And I'm just going to put the whole thing in there. And we're going to get that to melt. Keep stirring that up a little bit and get that cheese to melt. And then we're going to pour that. Oh, that cheese is already melted. We're going to go ahead and start pouring some of this, about half of it, I guess, over our potatoes. You can see it right there. I'm going to put some more potatoes in here. Now, these are real thin sliced potatoes. I'm just going to go ahead and put the rest of them in here, whatever I sliced up. It might not have enough sauce because I did a lot of potatoes, I think. But anyhow, it'll work. There we go. All right. Now we're just going to put the rest of this sauce on here. There we go. And then we're going to bake this in the oven. Now it's looking good. Bake it in the oven until the potatoes get tender. So we'll just watch it. And I'll let you know how long we're going to bake it for. It says bake it uncovered. About 45 minutes. So we'll see how long it takes. I'm going to put this in the oven and get back to you. Alright, it actually says to cover it and then bake it about 45 minutes, then uncover it and cook it about 10 or 15 minutes longer. So we're going to try that. Alright, y'all, I ended up cooking them about an hour covered up and then about 15-20 minutes uncovered. And a few of the potatoes still need a little bit more time to cook, but I went ahead and fished some out of the corner. Can y'all see these? They're real thin, and that cheese sauce is really good. I think it's taken extra time because I put extra potatoes in there. I used more than 4 cups, but this turned out good. The cheese is good. The potatoes are really thin, like scalloped potatoes should be. Now this is good. Yeah. All right, we're gonna eat this with some chicken tonight. Got some chicken over there in the air fryer. All right. I'm gonna let y'all go and try you some scalloped potatoes.